I've lived most of my life on the Big Island. I've grown up on the east side. It's not the side that people typically envision, where there's sun all the time and white sandy beaches. In fact, I think if you think about what most people have seen on world news, it would be where the volcanoes are. So it's, and I laugh because I've grown up with it, right? So since my earliest memory in the early 80s, that's what I remember about having to explain to people outside of Hawaii where I live. It's the place where you see the lava erupting and people have to move out of their homes. When I was a young kid growing up in that area, so if you're thinking about it and you had to find it on a map, it would be called someplace like Pahoa or Puna. And that's where I grew up on the Big Island. And from my earliest childhood, like I said, I remember lava flow, lava fountains at night, and the church that we grew up in, down in an area called Kalapana, we had to abandon that church. That church had to be moved. So that's where I grew up. Those are my memories. My earliest memories are being on the ocean, black sand beaches, being at a place named, it has a Hawaiian name, but people would call it by its common name, Queen's Bath. It was almost like a natatorium, not quite on the ocean, but brackish water, seawater mixed with fresh water, a large inland swimming pool with high cliffs on each side. If you think about maybe walls rising around 3 sides, probably 30 feet into the air, and being a young kid and jumping into the water, that all being covered by lava. So all of those places in my childhood memory, being along the shoreline, fishing, swimming, watching family members surfing, those all got covered by lava. And in fact, one of the schools that I taught at, being a school teacher most of my adult life, one of the schools that I taught at, a public charter school, now also covered by lava in 2018. And so I have just a lot of memories of childhood, loss, new life, and not just my own personal experience of that, but a whole community going through that and learning to live and laugh and love all through that, because it's just part of life.